All right, ladies, we're live.
Hey guys!
Hey!
It's Shala, Margie, and Arlene. We are hanging out here today. It is cold and wet.
It has
and
been
gloomy.
so rainy here, y'all. It really stinks.
Yeah, I guess it's because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
The, eighth one this
The
year?
5 millionth hurricane that's hit the coast.
Yes.
So we get a lot of that weather that comes up to Arkansas.
Yeah, it's
so.
crazy because, a lot of people think of Arkansas as inland, like we won't be
are
affected.
landlocked.
We are, but it's just because we're neighboring states with Louisiana and Texas, it just kind of
Just
comes to us.
I know, it's crazy. But we have been working on some fun stuff here at my craft source with printed patterns.
We have been adding several more. There's only one new one on the website right now, but I actually got 6 others done today.
Yay. So
they'll be on the website by the end of the day, which is awesome because today's sale is printed patterns.
It is 10% off printed patterns. For HTV, you have to put the code printed in, but for
Pattern.
Pattern.
Just pattern.
Pattern. I keep doing that all day.
Printed
you
in.
put pattern, and then for the adhesive, it's an offer, so you don't have to put any coupon code in.
Yeah, so it's a stackable sale, and that's what's really cool. So you take advantage of it either way, whether you want adhesive or HTV or both. You're going to get 10% off all printed patterns, whether it's adhesive or HTV. And the 5-footers qualify.
Yes, they do. So you can get those 12 by 5 foot of the adhesive or 14 by 5 foot of the HTV.
Yes.
Let's show them our new pattern. This one is so pretty.
Ready to go overhead? Look at it. It's so pretty. So this is our illustrated pumpkin pattern. And we launched this one this morning or yesterday.
Yeah, we made it yesterday.
Yes.
Isn't that awesome, y'all?
It's super cute.
So
We have a
pretty.
really fun design today. We're going to put it on one of our tumblers, which we have tumblers now. If you guys missed our last live, we announced that we have stainless steel tumblers. Today we're going to be using the skinny 15-ounce to wrap our adhesive vinyl around it, and you guys are going to see how easy this is, and I think y'all are all going to die and have to go get a bunch of printed pattern adhesives and some skinny tumblers.
What an easy way to personalize a tumbler.
Yes, so easy.
Awesome.
So-
And then I'm going to be making a fun shirt
Yes.
with the printed pattern. It's just going to be it says Harvest stacked. So we're going to go through with our wonderful overhead cam, and you mirrored it, and we don't need to mirror it.
I don't need to mirror it.
So
Okay, so let's go back on...
do you want to go to screen share, Arlene?
It's not popping up over.
It's not popping up. Oh, do you have OBS open on here?
Let's see, you guys. Let's see if we can troubleshoot this real
We don't have
quick.
OBS, so there we go.
Okay, let's see if this opens, if it will work.
That usually means yes. Is it up now?
No.
No.
Let's
Somebody
see.
did ask when the sale will end.
The sale ends at 10:30 p.m. tonight. Remember, we're doing these 10 days of daily deals for from last Saturday to this Saturday. So you have this one to take advantage of, and then one on Friday and one on Saturday. So,
Oh, I didn't put the URL in the stream key and stuff. I don't know how I can get that though.
I don't know. Maybe we just don't go to that camera, because just do overhead.
Do you remember what Tracy did or not?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's
She did
fine.
it so fast.
Start virtual camera?
Did that do it? No.
No.
It's still not up.
Studio mode? Oh, I think this does look pretty, this looks pretty,
I don't know. It's not pulling anything
no.
up.
Okay, alright, we're gonna forget about it then.
All right, guys, we are still working out some of our kinks, so we're not going to go to our camera, but, or to our screen. But for printed pattern, you cut it pattern side up on your cutting mat.
Yep.
So you put it on your mat like this, and you do not mirror the design. And you just feed it in, and it cuts on the silhouette, regular, easy weave settings.
Yes, it does.
So is the blade set on it too?
Probably.
We have a premium blade, and right now if your auto blade isn't working, I know a lot of the Cameo floors have had issues with the auto blades. The Cameo or the premium blade is a great blade to use instead. Are you overhead?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So-
you're fine. Go back
No,
overhead.
stay overhead.
We were telling them about the premium blade. So the premium blade is one that we sell here at My Craft Source, and it fits in the black adapter that came with your Cameo 4. So you just make sure that the groove of the blade is in the groove of the casing, and then every time you change your material, you have to manually change the dial of the blade. But you guys, the premium blade is made, like, built to be sharper and last longer.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind if y'all are having issues with that, because a lot of people are.
Yeah. So you might switch out blades if you're having issues with your auto blade. I know a lot of people's will cut all the way through. So we're just going to send this and cut it.
Okay, and so whenever you're sending it, I know that you guys can't see this, but if you put it on heat transfer,
Smooth.
it's going to ask you if you want to mirror it, and you're just going to say send as is.
Yeah.
Because with printed pattern HTV, like Margie said, you do not
You
need
trust us. You do not want to mirror it. Oh, our cutting mat, Stop. Oh. It won't pause.
I know, I was trying to pause it over here, but it wouldn't either.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
that's the importance of a good sticky cutting mat. Can someone bring us another piece of pumpkin HTV?
Hey, Arlene, there's a piece of this just right out there on that
Okay,
table.
Arlene's grabbing it for us.
Yeah.
Kelsey, you don't need to come running. We might want to put some.
And hey, Arlene,
Grab the masking
there's tape by my desk and a tape dispenser.
So when your cutting mat loses some of its stick, you can re-stick it, which maybe we want to do that on a live sometime.
Yes, we probably do want to show them how to do that because we sell a product to do that called Tack It. And so Tack It is a really great repositionable adhesive. We took it off of our thing.
We took it off.
Okay, so Tack It is a bottle of repositionable adhesive glue. It almost looks like Elmer's glue when you use it, but it's highly tacky. So what you actually do is you're going to dilute it a little bit with some water in a cup, and then you're going to brush it on your mat and let it dry, and it totally dries clear, and it's just tack it over and over is exactly why it's called that, because it's actually made to reposition things over and over and not lose its stick.
It's pretty awesome.
It will eventually obviously lose its stick over time, and we just suggest that if you're going to do that, just to make sure that you clean off your cutting mat. Don't just slap it on there on top of all the gunk and grime and the gooey stuff that's on it. Just go ahead and you can use like one of those Scotch pads.
Or even a scraper.
Squeegees, Scotch pads, just with some water. Just get all the residue off. Make sure it's a good, clean surface.
All right.
So we're just going to tape this down real quick.
So it doesn't move.
Yes.
Take two. You know, we always like to keep it real here on the Margie and Shyla show.
Absolutely.
All right. So then
That might be too. The tape might cut over the tape on that. You might put it down on the side.
okay.
The edge is just really high up.
Yeah,
there. I don't
it
want
is.
We got any questions, comments?
Yeah, someone asked if we were going to be able to do classes again.
Oh, probably not. I don't think that our setup here now allows for that. So although we expanded to our building next door, we've already filled it up.
We have, y'all.
So it has just been, just an ongoing thing. We just continue to grow and expand and add new products. And as we do that, it just takes up all the space that we have.
Yeah.
And so where we used to have classes, I'm sure if you're asking, you came to one, now is all of our machines that cut our vinyl and print our vinyl.
Yeah, so that's why we're doing more of the Facebook Lives like this to show y'all how to do it, and we can reach all of our customers instead of just the customers that are local to us here in Benton, Arkansas.
So while that cuts, Arlene, can you go overhead? So our tumblers come with labels on the boxes, which I love, because if you have these stored at home, you're not going to have to open every box to see what's inside.
Very cool.
This is what the 15-ounce skinny tumbler looks like. It has that really nice lid with the rubber gasket inside, so it's going to actually be spill-proof. So if it's closed and you turn it over, nothing's going to spill out.
I like that.
Yeah. So when you guys wrap a tumbler, you're just going to go ahead, take your lid off, and set it aside. You don't need your lid. on, so they do slightly taper up a little bit. So it is going to not be extremely even when I get it wrapped around, but you guys are going to see how with an X-Acto knife it's really easy to just slice down and get a good even seam line. And as long as your top and your bottom, if you want a gap, there's actually a tool out there called the cup edging tool that you guys can probably Google and find. But it's a really cool like razor blade thing that you sit on a table and you just rotate it around and it makes it all even for you.
That's really cool.
Yes, so I don't have that to use today. I wish I did. So my edges might be a little wonky, but anyway. So the easiest way to start this is to just peel back your seam line, your edge, and then you're going to position it on your tumbler this way. So we want our pumpkins to be upright.
Yes.
Okay. So
I love it because I don't know how to do this. So
you're gonna find out. Sometimes it's easier to like visualize it this way instead. So I'm probably gonna have to do it this way. Y'all might not get to see me actually position it on it.
any questions, Arlene?
No.
Yeah, somebody asked if we ever use a Cricut machine.
We do have a Cricut machine here at the store, and we will use that on some lives occasionally. Shyla and I are just not as well versed in using the Cricut because we both have silhouette cameos at home, so we are just much more comfortable on the Cameo. So that's why we use
Are we
that
overhead,
one.
Arlene? So, guys, once you feel like you've got a really good straight and arrow seam line, you're going to leave it attached to the paper backing. If you pull it off and you try to just wrap it around on your own, you're going to create a lot of movement. So it's just best if you just drag a squeegee.
And the felt edge ones are nice because they're not going to pull or tear on the vinyl.
Yep. And so you can literally just work it around, making sure that you smush it down all over.
Alright, so once you have cut your design, I'm going to reach around and grab a weed. Sorry, they're off like Shyla. Are we overhead still? I don't know if you want to go overhead. So to weed the printed pattern, guys, you're going to see how amazing it is.
Super simple.
It's really easy. The printed patterns, I know the first time you do it, it can be a little scary. But once you've done it, you realize how easy it is and what an amazing look it will give your projects.
So pretty.
They're so fun.
Do you have to epoxy over the vinyl?
So this vinyl is not waterproof or anything, so you're going to want to seal it with something.
So is epoxy the only way to seal it, or is there something else they can do, Shyla?
I would say probably epoxy is the
Epoxy's
only way
the
to properly
Mod
seal it.
Podge wouldn't seal it.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. I was just curious because I didn't know that either.
No, you're fine. Everybody's curious.
Everyone wants to know. Alright. So we just did the harvest. Did I tear something? No, I didn't. The printed patterns can be a little
Twiggy.
tricky to read. So oh my gosh, y'all, I can't speak today. We do print these in-house. So we have a lot of fun plans coming up with some of our printed patterns. We are kind of getting rid of some of the ones that don't sell and that are a little outdated. Styles change. And we want to offer you guys what's hip and hot right now. So.
Yes, absolutely. So, are we overhead? So what I did is I actually have an overlapping seam here, and I'm going to run my X-Acto knife straight down that edge that I created that on the first at the beginning. because I want to make sure that my seam that butts up next to it is just as straight and even. So I'm going to use that for my guide, and I will see if y'all can see. Y'all might not be able to see exactly where it starts and ends, but in person you'll be able to see that. So I'm going to take our precision weeding knife, which is fancy X-Acto knife, and I'm going to run it along the edge of that seam.
I'm going to need I don't have a lot of strands. Just need to see. Y'all, when I weed at home, my husband got me a special lamp to have, because I was like sitting there. I was sitting there trying to weed, and I was holding my phone. With some things, it's just hard to see, especially in the printed pattern. I don't want to mess up what's on the inside of the A. I just can't see where it is, Shyla.
You can't see it?
I can't see where the cut is.
Aww.
Can you?
Maybe. Let me see.
Sorry.
See if I can see. No, you're fine.
Shyla's doing her own project, and she has to help me. Sometimes we'll weed in our light box, y'all, that we have here. It's really hard. Okay, it's not just me.
Did it cut at all?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like it did. Everything else cut good.
Oh, I think I see it.
Yep, I can see a little piece of it.
Okay. It's just
So
in a
maybe
different
that
spot.
So, yeah, so
right up in
maybe
the
that.
corner.
Yeah. Maybe if you can grab from there, you'll be able to see.
Someone said they would love to learn to epoxy, but it intimidates them.
So epoxy is very intimidating, especially if you've never used it before. That is a very valid feeling. There's a lot that goes into it, and you just need to make sure that you're being safe and using safe precautions. So as long as you're in a well-ventilated area and you feel like you have a pretty good idea of what epoxy is supposed to do, then you should be good.
Alright, so printed pattern presses at 310 for 10 to 15 seconds. Is that right?
Yes, or
Yes.
305.
305. Oh, let me adjust that. Alright, now I gotta find the E. And then we'll be good. Leave it to me to pick a font that's tricky.
Maybe think of a tricky song.
Tricky. So, tomorrow we are celebrating Halloween here at my craft stores. Shyla and I have some fun costumes, so we will probably share a picture on Facebook
And Instagram.
and maybe there'll be a special TikTok video.
Possibly.
Okay, yay! I got it done. Are we overhead still?
Yay!
Alright, so there's our harvest with the pumpkins. We are pressing it on a Bella Canvas asphalt gray shirt. With the printed pattern, it does not come with a built-in carrier sheet. So, you will need to purchase a TTD mask. It is a heat transfer carrier sheet, y'all. That's all it is. You can reuse it up to 3 times. It costs $1.50. It makes it just really easy to do it. If it comes wrinkled like this, it's okay because you're pulling off this part. So Shyla and I, you guys know we like to put the transfer sheet down and then do the stuff on top. Will you hand me the squeegee?
Yes.
And then you're just going to squeegee it on. So printed pattern is like you're doing adhesive vinyl. If you think it like that, you guys all do adhesive vinyl all the time. It's so easy that maybe you won't be so scared of it.
Possibly, maybe. We don't really know.
You do it once, and then you won't be so scared. So you want to peel away this clear backing sheet, guys. This kind of milky looking sheet. It's that easy. Uh-oh.
Do the skinny tumblers taper?
Yes, they do.
They're slightly tapered, so you have to account for that. If you get bubbles, like you can see some kind of little bubbles forming as I'm peeling the backing sheet off, It's usually okay on the printed pattern, and then heat press will press them out, and it'll look really good. Okay, or you can just use your finger and tap them down. Okay, this is ready to press now. If you want to go to the heat press cam, and I'll try to speak loud. I know it's hard to hear. When you are pressing a shirt, guys, you know you always want to pre-press it to remove any wrinkles and moisture or anything. It just creates a nice, flat, even surface for you to place your vinyl. Picking off. Again, this is our Bella canvas. I always say it funny. People make fun of how I say it.
Asphalt.
It's asphalt.
It's just asphalt.
It's asphalt, and I always say asphalt.
Yes.
So anyway,
She always says a bad word.
All right. I'm just kind of folding it in half so I can get it nice and centered. You can use your fingers, guys. That's what I'll do a lot if I didn't do a crease. If you can see, your hands are the same size. So use your fingers to kind of make sure it's where you want it. All right. Remember your Teflon sheet on the top. Pressing it at 305 for 10 seconds.
So at
10
home,
seconds enough?
yeah, that should be good. So when I'm at home making tumblers, I normally use a piece of tape to guide my seam line if I'm ever doing full wrap tumblers or fabric tumblers, to make sure that my seam running down the middle of the tumbler looks straight. I didn't do that this time, and I should have, because even though I used my underlayer as a guide, it still went a little wonky. But you guys can see, like with busy patterns like this, the seam is so hard to see anyways.
All right, we're going to do our hot pill, warm pill. There we go. What do you guys think?
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
It's really cute. Our Bella Canvas shirts are $5.15 for extra small to extra large. And then we have 2X and 3X, and they cost a little bit more. This one's a large, so it's kind of big. This is one we had back in the marketing area. Okay, I don't know if you want to go to front camera. Anyway, so there's our shirt.
Hang on, tumbler's almost done.
It's almost done. Shyla makes it look really easy, y'all. If I were doing that, I would still probably be trying to put it on the stuff.
Still trying to put it on the tumbler.
Put it on the cup, yeah. But I love how she's just kind of going along with the X-Acto knife and shaving it kind of just perfect, so it'll be perfectly flush.
Yep.
What's the comment, Arlene?
Are you making the lines of the vinyl meet on the cup or overlap at all?
So I overlapped it first, and then I went back and made a seam line that overlaps a little bit because I didn't use tape this time. But the X-Acto knife is great. The precision weeding knife, if you guys don't have one, we actually sell them on our website under the weeding tools, and it literally cuts right through this vinyl like it's nothing. So you guys, and there is a way to actually cover the bottoms also. So if you wanted to, you could draw a circle and just make the bottom pumpkin-y too.
Oh, cute.
We're not going to do that because it's going to take up too much time
Yeah.
today. But
That looks so cute.
and it's going to match the shirt.
Match the shirt. You can go to the pumpkin patch with your pumpkin spice latte and your skinny tumbler with your pumpkin shirt on, and you will be so cute.
Look how cute. I'm going to go overhead and put them
Super cute.
together. Alright, so here is the tumbler, and it matches the shirt.
I love it. It's so fun. So again, this is called Illustrated Pumpkin. It's one of our new patterns that we just made.
Yes.
So stay tuned. We have some really exciting Christmas ones that will
my
be coming up
gosh.
soon, and a couple Thanksgiving and fall ones just to get us through the end of Thanksgiving, because Christmas isn't here yet. We don't want to
The
skip
end of
over
the year.
Thanksgiving.
But I'm sure almost everyone is like working on stuff for
Oh, yeah.
Christmas
yeah,
already.
you guys
so-
are probably ready to start buying stuff.
Yes.
I just wanted to show you, just put your TTD mask back on your sheet, and it's good to go for another couple presses.
We've been getting a lot of questions about our printed pattern HTV, so hopefully if you guys had questions, you were able to catch this live and get some good details on how to use it, because Margie makes it look so easy.
Oh.
And if you guys want just an easy way to customize a tumbler, then go grab some of the printed pattern
Love
adhesive. There, we have over like
We
180.
have like 200.
Yeah, we have
maybe?
like 180 different patterns. You guys could wrap any tumbler, skinny, whatever with it, and it's super simple. That took us
The
no
skinny
time.
are probably the easiest because they don't have the weird
Somewhat
bevels.
straight, yeah.
But I've used our printed pattern just to cut like a cute scallop or circle decal to put on a tumbler.
absolutely.
And that's really fun to do it with a monogram. So
Absolutely.
and you could get lots of those out of one sheet.
Yes, you could. Arlene, any more questions?
Yeah, someone asked, how do you recommend washing a shirt with printed HTV so that it stays pretty?
Yeah, I always wash my shirts inside out. Tumble dry low. I'll do it for a little while on low because sometimes I don't like if it's totally air dried, the shirt gets a little wrinkly
And stiff.
and stiff. So I'll just tumble dry low and then hang it up like sometimes when it's a little damp still.
Yeah.
So that, and I have shirts with printed pattern that look amazing. It lasts for a long time, y'all. Just don't use fabric softener. That's detrimental to HTV.
Yes.
So
good
yeah.
good tip there. Don't use fabric softener and your shirts should last.
They will last.
I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Make sure that you're using code PATTERN at checkout. If you're buying printed pattern HTV, so all the adhesive patterns are already discounted automatically in your cart. They're already marked 10% off as a special offer. No coupon code necessary. But if you buy HTV and adhesive together, then you're going to need that code PATTERN at checkout, and it'll discount your HTV as well. So you guys be sure to check it out. Free shipping always on orders over $50.
Yes.
Our orders ship within 24 hours.
Ship out.
That's a tongue twister.
It is.
So, anyways, hopefully you guys learned something and you love
know.
our new pattern. We love it.
We hope y'all love it.
Yes. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow, actually, Margie and I will be 70s girls. Peace signs, headbands.
Oh, we're gonna be amazing.
We're gonna be amazing. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.